Started doing comedy when I was 54 years old. People ask me, why did you start doing comedy at 54? Well, I make fun of my parents a lot, and I waited for both of them to die before doing comedy. That's what kind of considerate guy I am. Also, I am what is known as an Irish-looking Jew. What that is I'm not really all that Jewish looking. When I go to the temple, the rabbi's like, young man, you don't look Jewish enough, you have to prove it to me. So this is how I prove it to him. I either do a Hebrew prayer, which I'm lousy at, or I show him my circumcision. When I come home from the police department, I knew I made the wrong decision. What is the deal with red pubic hair? What is the deal? I think Louis C.K. ruined it for all of us redheads. Pulling our thing out. That is really awful. You know, I didn't want to get in trouble for doing that, and I was afraid I'd be going to prison. Well, I wanted a badass tattoo to prevent people from messing with me in prison. So I decided on a tramp stamp right here that says, I have hepatitis C. And let me tell you something about my cheap Jewish dad. He was so damn cheap, he used to give out individual M&Ms on Halloween. Individual M&Ms. I'm like, Dad, come on, they need to be individually wrapped. He's like, it's got a candy shell. Then we ran out of M&Ms, he gave out pennies. Yeah, pennies. The only Jewish family in town giving out pennies. Thanks a lot, Dad. Then when he ran out of pennies, he gave out expired tartar sauce packets from Long John Silver's. And they went out of business a long, long time ago, folks. But I can't be too mad at my dad. Why? Well, he didn't want kids, and I wouldn't exist without his cheapness, because he bought his condoms at the dollar store. Then there's, I was doing a wedding one time. I'm a wedding photographer. You guys want to hear a funny story?
Yeah!
So I'm doing a wedding one time, and I realize I'm out of underpants, so I go commando. Then, when I'm going commando, I realize that I've ripped the back of my pants, and I have to fix it with duct tape. Okay? And I forgot about not wearing any underpants. So then the bride notices when I bend over that I got duct tape on my ass, and she rips it off in front of the whole wedding. And she goes, Bob, I saved you. Yeah, saving money from spending on a Brazilian butt wax. Thanks a lot. That was not good. But you know what? That's really embarrassing. You know what else is embarrassing? When people ask me right to my face, Bob, how tall are you? I'm this tall, all right? I'm this damn tall. Not this tall, not this tall. I'm this tall. All right, leave me alone. I had a woman ask me one time, she says to me, Bob, how big is your penis? I told her, how do you feel about 8? She told me, well, I said, how do you feel about 8? And then when she got home, we found out I'm on the metric system. That wasn't good. And I said to her, you know, it said 120 for your weight. What about you? She said, well, I'm on the metric system too, asshole. And you know your date is not going well when she checks the expiration date on her pepper spray constantly. That's not a good sign when you're on a date, is it? Is that a good sign? You know, have you guys noticed they have these drug commercials on TV? And on these drug commercials, they have women on bicycles waving at people, waving at other women on bicycles. Hi! And I'm like, I want to be as happy as these women. So I asked my doctor for the same prescription. And guess what? He prescribed it to me. He prescribed me that prescription. And you know what? My periods have never been better regulated. They're 28 days exact. Yeah, my moodiness and my bloating is bad, but boy, those periods have never been better regulated. And you know what? There are things in your house that need warning labels too. Do you guys know that? You know what else needs a warning label? Beer. Beer needs a warning label. You know what the warning label should say? May cause you to fight a cop or have sex with your ex. What about vodka? Vodka needs a warning label. May cause you to fight 3 cops or have sex with all your exes. What about daiquiris? Daiquiris need a warning label. May cause you to make frivolous purchases and have sex with your ex's brother. And what about LSD? LSD, it needs a warning label. May cause you to obsessively pop a pimple till you realize that pimple is your nipple. And what about tequila? Tequila needs a warning label. May cause you to stop breathing and wet yourself. And what about marijuana? Marijuana needs a warning label. may cause you to be an Irish-looking Jew doing a show at the Red Line Tap. And by the way, I am expired now. I'm as expired as the condoms, the tartar sauce packets, and the pepper spray. You guys have been awesome. Enjoy the meal. Thanks for making the mic so high.